So of course reading directions is very important, especially when I'm looking at graphs, because I need to know who's this a picture of. And this is a picture of f prime. So in other words, this is a slopes graph. It's telling me about slopes of the original function, not the original function itself. So if I want to know when it's increasing, when f is increasing or decreasing, I would look at slopes. And so remember, if the slope is negative, then I'm decreasing. And if the slope is positive, then I'm increasing. And so I need to look on this graph at where's the slope negative. And so I notice that it's negative when it's below the x-axis. So all of that. I just have to figure out how do I write it. So decreasing from 2, that's a 2, from 2 to 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7 to 7. Versus it's increasing when it's positive, so that would be all this, all this, all this. So it's positive from 0 to 2 and 2 to 4 and what is this, 7 to 8. Oops, that was my bad. That was a 3 to 4. So on the next piece, those maximums and minimums, remember they occur when I'm changing from decreasing to increasing. I'll get a minimum, and when I'm changing from an increasing to a decreasing, I'll get a maximum. So that means going from negative to positive, I'll get a minimum, and going from positive to negative, I'll get a max. So if I look up here, of course, that's when my slope is 0. So I've got 3 spots where my slope is 0, and I have to just check and see. So this first spot, we'll call him spot number 1. I'm going from positive to negative, and positive to negative, that's a maximum. So I'll get a max, a relative. We'll always call them relative max, unless we can prove that it's absolute max. So relative max at x equals 2. And then on the next piece, I'm going from negative to positive. So that would be a relative min for spot number 2. So a relative min at x equals 3. And then on this, for this spot number 3, to the left of him I was negative because I was below, and to the right I'm positive because I'm above. So when I go from a negative to a positive, I get another relative min. So this one has a relative min at x equals, was that 6 or 7? 7.
You already know though.
Okay, so I want to sketch the graph, or what a graph. It's not the graph because I could have multiples, but I do know that the y value when x is 0. And the other thing that you need to take note of is up here that the slope at 4 is undefined. So I need to remember what types of things make slope undefined when I'm looking at a picture. Of course, cusps and corners do. So other than that, I'm going back to the increasing and decreasing. So I know I'm increasing until I get to 2, and then I'm decreasing until I get to 3, and then I'm increasing until I get to 4, undefined at 4, so then I decrease on the other side until I get to 7, and then it goes back up. So perhaps something like that.